Okay, we all know the hustle of planning a special person's birthday. The cake, decorations, invitations, the food, and keeping the surprise. OMG. But no matter what, in the end, we pull it off perfectly. But what happens when we say, from now onwards, I will attend all online classes, or I will study every single day, or I will submit all assignments on time, or I will go to the gym 4 days a week this entire year? The enthusiasm stays for a few days, and eventually we end up procrastinating and the pile of failed goals keeps rising. But why? Why doesn't it end up perfectly like that birthday party? Don't worry, we will make this very easy for you. In today's video, I will give you 2 things. A 5-step guide to set your goals and 3 tips to help you achieve those goals. So get yourself a pen and a notebook, breathe in and breathe out, and let's get going. Hey, this is Chetna and you're watching ChetChat. And let's begin with the 5-step guide to setting our goals. Step number 1, DreamBox. Okay, so open your notebook and divide the page into 2 columns. Now it's the time to dream. I don't mean sleep, but daydream. Okay, think of 5 dreams you wish to achieve this year. Write them down in the first column. Let's take some examples. 1. Getting selected in the school basketball team by clearing the trials after 5 months. 2. Making a website in the next 6 months. 3. Perhaps getting chosen for the school dance group in the next 5 months. 4. Clearing the beginner's level of guitar in the next 12 months. And 5 could be scoring 95% in the final exams after 12 months. While writing your dreams, make sure they are measurable and more importantly, they should be realistic. Avoid something like, I want to become famous or I want to score 100% in the exams. Before we move on to step number 2, I would like to give a shout out to Ananya Pandey, who left this message on our last video, which got 89 likes from you. Step number 2, failure filter. Now think of one dream at a time. What will happen if you fail at it? Imagine that feeling. What is it like? Chilled, stressed, or relieved? Sometimes we set up dreams for the wrong reasons. Though I strongly believe that you should try your hand on a variety of things, but learn to tell the difference between something you're just trying to figure out and something that you're deeply committed to. When we continue working on the dream even after we feel like we are failing, that tells us we have an emotional attachment to that dream. With that discussion, let's say for the moment that I remove the dance team goal from my list of 5 goals that were put down earlier for you in step number 1. Now for step number 3, fan following. Let's move to the second column, the fan following. This column should be filled up with all those things that you are applauded for or praised for. Write down 10 skills that people appreciate in you. Things that you're often told you're good at. Let's take some examples. Artworks, cooking, video games, calculations, studying, handwriting, dressing sense, typing speed, fitness, basketball. Make sure the skills you list are not too generic, like using the internet or talking. That's it. Now get ready to move towards the next step. Step number 4, building the bridge. This is the easiest step amongst all of them. Simply match the columns. Match your dream on the left of the page to the skill it requires on the right hand side. Skip if you don't find the match. Let's take a look at our list. Scoring 95% in final exams matches with calculation, studies, handwriting. Getting selected in the school basketball team, basketball, fitness. Making a website, artwork, calculation, typing speed, handwriting, I don't know, depends on what kind of website you want to create. Learning to play the guitar, none. Dreams with the highest number of matching skills are most likely to be achieved with minimum hurdles. Think twice about the dreams with no skills, like learning to play the guitar. Such dreams will invite the devil into the room and bring in many distractions and hurdles. But if you still have a strong gut feeling about them, write a very reasonable why story for this dream. In short, why do I want to pursue learning to play a guitar? And before we go to step number 5, if you feel that laziness is the biggest reason you're not able to achieve your goals, then do check out this video which has simple techniques to help you beat laziness. Step number 5, Tom and Jerry effect. This effect means that there are 2 or more goals which cannot be completed at the same time. Goals that fight or compete with each other for limited time, effort, or money. In our case, it could be basketball and scoring 95%. The game would require a great amount of training to be selected in the team, and scoring 95% will require equally committed time. So this means eliminating or postponing any one of those dreams for some time, depending on your priority. And if your dreams are not competing with each other, take some time to think about the possible hurdles in achieving the goal and prepare your mind for that. Finally, go back to column number 1 and highlight the goals that have made it through the obstacle course and list them down in the comment section below for us to read. And now let's move on to the 3 tips to achieve your goals. Tip number 1, scream out your goals. This tip works like salt in the food, completely changes the value of your goal. Go ahead and announce your final shortlisted goals to a close friend, family, a mentor, or a teacher. Sharing them with fellow ChetChatters is one way to do this. This will not only help you get the other person's perspective, but also cements your own commitment towards the goal. Now, once you have made these announcements, your mind will hesitate to break your commitment. So you will make sure you stick to your goal. Tip number 2, find your herd. Positive competition is never a bad idea. Even in days when you're unsure about your goals, your co-travelers might give you a fresh perspective and enthusiasm towards it. It works vice versa, for example. Motivating others can give you a sense of contribution as well. This mutual support makes the journey easier and fun at the same time. Tip number 3, reward yourself. What kills the motivation to achieve your goal is the lack of encouragement in the process. We all know that completing a goal is a great sense of satisfaction, but the process completely drains you out. So, to prevent that, break your goals into small milestones and reward yourself for completing each milestone. And with that, we can easily set goals for ourselves and achieve them as well. So, happy watching!